Okay, so now let's continue. And since we have completed the functions of our project, okay, we have created all the functions that we want to create in our project, the admin features, the customer features, the place order features, right? We have created all the functionalities of our project. Okay, so this is our working project that we have created. Okay, you can run it on the development server npm run dev. Okay, so your react application is running on the local host. Okay, you can check in the browser. Okay, so your application is working properly. You can place the order, you can see the orders, shopkeeper can see the order, and the customer can place the order. Now what we have to do, we have to style this application. Okay, so that this application looks a little more better. That is all what is remaining in the project, that we have to style the application, because this is a very basic looking application here. Okay, very basic looking website, so we have to style this one. Okay, so we are going to use css to style this one to our application. Okay, so what we can do in the our visual studio code, I will create one more file. Okay, I will create one more file to style my application. Okay, so for example, let's say in the component folder, you can create a new folder, let's say by the name of style. Okay, and inside the style folder we can create our new file. So I will create a css file, style.css. Okay, so style.css. Okay, so by the name of css, the style file I have created, and with the help of the style file I will try to style my application. Okay, so what we can do, you can close this main.js. Okay, and first of all we will work on login.jsx. Okay, this is the first page. This is the first page of our application. Okay, that is why I am going to style this one here. Okay, so what we can do here is that first of all you have to import your css file here, so that you can use the styling of that css file in your program. Okay, so what I can do here, I can write import. Okay, import, and you can write the path here which you want to import here. Okay, so I will write forward slash dot and dot, and then forward slash, then I will select the style folder. Then from the style folder I will select this file here. So style dot css. Okay, that is what I will try to do here. This is how I will load my css file here. Okay, and then with the help of the css file you can style your application. Okay, so first of all, let's try to style something, and let's try to see whether it is properly working or not. So imagine I want to make a header here. Okay, please imagine I want to make a header here. So inside my empty tag I will try to make a div tag. Okay, see, div is very important whenever you want to style your application. This div is very important. Okay, so inside this div tag, let's say I'm writing a h1 tag like this, and inside the h1 tag I want to write the heading. Let's say Abhinav's pizza. Abhinav's pizza. Okay, that is what I am trying to write here. This will be the heading for my application. Okay, now you can give a class name to this div tag so that you can style with the help of that class. So let's say class, let's say header. Okay, so by the name of header class, I have created this div tag so that I can style this Abhinav's pizza. Okay, now what we can do inside our style.css file, first of all you can save this one. And you can check in your browser. See, Abhinav's pizza is written here, but that is very normal looking. I want to style this one. So what I will do, I will go to my style.css file. Okay, and here we can create our class, the class that I want to style. The class that I want to style here. Okay, I will write that information here. So what I will do, since my class name is header, since my class name since my class name is header, so I will write dot header. See, like this, dot is used whenever you want to style a class. Whenever you want to style a class, you can use dot. Now inside this dot you can provide you different kind of styling, and you can work on it. Okay, so for example, let's say I want to set some kind of, let's say, background color. Maybe let's say any color you can do. Let's start with blue color. Okay, so that is what I can do. Let's save this one and let's go to our application. See, that means my CSS is properly working. This means my CSS is properly working in my React application. Okay, so this is only for this is only I am showing you for the example purpose, that my CSS is properly working here, but we can style this one more properly. Okay, so what I can do in my background color, let's take the background color as black. Okay, so I will take background color as black. Okay, and then I will change the text color. So you can simply write color, and color I can take, maybe let's say some kind of white, azure. Let's take this azure. This looks this one like this. Okay, let's save this one. And now if you go to your application, see, it is like this. It is like this. Abhinav's pizza is written like this. Okay, that is what you can do. Then let's say I want to align this one. Let's say I want to align this one. So what I can do, I can write, let's say, text align. Okay, and let's say I want to align this one to right side. So I will write right here. Save this one. Simply save this one and see, it is aligned to right hand side. See, it is aligned to right hand side. So these kind of things you can do here. This is how you can style this one like this one. Okay, if you want to increase and decrease the font size, then you can take the font size as well. You can take the font size as well. So after text align, I will take, let's say, font size. Okay, and font size, let's say, let's start with 5 pixels. Let's see what is 5 pixels. No, 5 pixels is very less. Let's try to take a larger number. Let's try to take let's say 8 pixels. Okay, let's start with 8 pixels. So this is 8 pixels. This is also small. Okay, so you can do these things. You can make your application more proper like this one. Okay, so let's do this one, not 8 pixels. Maybe let's say something like 15 pixels. Okay, so this is 15 pixels. Okay, so that is what you can do here. This is what is possible. Then you can send family as well, font family. Okay, you can set the font family as well. So font family. Okay, so font family, let's say cursive. So I will take cursive writing. So cursive will look more better here. So that is what you can do. See, this is more better. This is more better. These kind of things you can do here. This is how you can create some kind of header here. And if you want to write something in the header, you can write something in the header. Okay, these kind of things you can do here. Okay, if you want to integrate. Okay, so that is what you can do. Now we can work on other things as well. Okay, let's work on other things. So for example, let's say I have this form, right? I have this form and I want to style this form. I want to style this form. Okay, so what I can do, first of all, I can put my entire form into another div tag. Let's take another div tag. Okay, like this, and I will close the div tag here. I will close this div tag after this one here, like this. Okay, so that is how I will close the div tag. Okay, so everything is inside this div tag. Now inside this div tag, what we can do, inside this div tag, we can style this one. Okay, we can style all these things. We can style input tag, and we can style our these values here. Okay, those are the things what you can do. But you can specify some labels as well. If you want to give some kind of labels, then you can give some kind of labels here as well. So for example, let's say here what I will do inside this form, I will try to use a label. Okay, so let's say label. Okay, and here I will write for what it is HTML. So what for what ID I am trying to use this one. So let's say I want to use this for user ID. So this one, name, this name, you can write this name here. So name equals to user ID. This is the label for user ID. Okay, so here what I will do inside this one, Okay, you can write whatever you want to write here. So let's say I will write something like username. User user name. Okay, that is what you can do. Now if I can copy this one and I can paste this again, let's say for password. Okay, so username, password. That is what you can do here. That is also possible. Okay, if you try to save this one in your application, see, we have this username and these values here as well, password. Okay, now what I want to do, I have put this entire thing into a div tag, right? I put my entire form into a div tag. So what you can do, now you can style this div tag and you can work on these values. So first of all, let's give a class name to our div tag. So class name equals to maybe let's say by the name of container. So this will be my container. Inside my form is available, that is why this class name is container. Now we can style this container here. Okay, so what I will do in first of all, let's save this one, login.jsx. Then inside style.jss you can take another class here. So let's say dot container. So by the name of dot container I have taken another class here. Now inside this one you can give some value. So for example, let's say something like I will write width. Okay, I will give some width to this one. So width, let's say 40%. So I will give width, let's say 40%. That is what I will do. So width is let's say 40%. So the width of my entire container will be 40%. Okay, then I can give padding here. So if I want to give some padding here, let's say padding is let's say 10 pixels from each side. So 10 pixels, that is what you can write. Okay, and then you can write margin. So margin I will put auto. Now if I do these three things, you can save this one. You can save this one, and if you go to a React application, see, it will come into center. See, my entire container has come into center because of the margin. I have put the margin as auto, width as 40%. So this is the this width is 40% of my entire, and the padding is 10 pixels. The padding is 10 pixels. So that is what you can do here. Now what we can do, we can style our individual elements. Okay, we can style our individual elements here. So what I will do, I want to style all of them. I want to style my input tag. I want to style my input tag, and I want to style my these passwords here, right? So what I will do, after this one, I will take my input tag like this. Okay, and square bracket, and let's say text equals to, oh sorry, type equals to, let's say text. So only text input, comma, input, and square bracket, type equals to password. So only text and only password. I am only styling these two. Okay, that is what you can do. And after this one, you can write curly braces. Now you can style this. Okay, now you can style these two together. So in my entire application, whenever we will have these input and boxes, they will be available in this format here. Then I will put, let's say, width as let's say 100%, width let's say 100%. So they will take the entire 100% of this 40%. See, my container width is 40%. So entire 100% of this 40% will be taken by my input boxes. Okay, that is what will happen. Then what you can do, then you can set display here. So display means what kind of elements will be. So let's say these are inline block. So I will select inline block, so they will be shown as a inline block here. That is what you can do. If you try to save this one, and if you go to your application, see, they will be appear like this. See, they will appear like this. So that is what you can do, this value and this value. That is what you can do. Then what you can do, you can style them even more. Okay, you can set some padding. If you want to set some padding between them, so I will set some padding here. So padding, let's say, so I will set padding 12 pixels and let's say 20 pixels. So 12 pixels and 20 pixels, these are the padding I am trying to set it. Okay, let me remove this colon. Okay, so that is what you can do here. This is how you can set this padding as well. That is also possible. That is what you can do. After setting the padding, you can set some margin as well. So margin, let's say 8 pixels. I have taught you all these things. I have already taught you all these things when I taught you CSS. Okay, so the same thing we are trying to do here. That is what you can do. So margin, let's say 8 pixels, and let's say 0 pixels. Okay, so that is what I will try to do here. If I try to save this one, see, they will be like this. So that is what you can do. Okay, so that is what you can do. That is how you can set some margin as well. That is also possible. Okay, then what you can do, you can set some box sizing as well. Box sizing. So box sizing, let's say border box. Okay, that is what I will set. Now if I save this one, so it will look a little bit like this. Okay, so these are the things that you can do here. See, this looks a little more better. This one looks a little more better here. That is what you can do here. This is also possible. Okay, this is also possible. That is something you can do here. Okay, that is also possible. Then what we can do, we can add some other things as well. Okay, so this is how you can style these boxes, input boxes. Okay, then we can let's take this one. Let's talk about this username and password here. Okay, let's write here 0 pixels, 0 px, and let's save this one. Yes, now it is aligned. See, I want this to properly align here. So that is why I have written 0 pixels here. Now these things are properly aligned here. Okay, if you want to make them bold, so make them bold as well. That is something you can do directly as well. If I want to make username bold, so B, and let's say username here. The same I can do for password as well. Okay, so this will look a little more better. This will look a little more better. That is what you can do as well. So username and password will be a little bold. Okay, so these are some things that you can do in your application as well. Okay, now what we can do, we can style the button as well. You can style this button as well. So what I will do, let's try to style this button. Okay, so what I will do here, I will write button. Okay, and curly braces, so I will directly style the button. So first of all, you can set the background color. So background color, so you can take any color, and I am going to take a red color. Okay, I am taking red color here, but you can take any kind of color here. Let's do one thing. Let's not take a direct bold. Let's take a little bit like a little darker. Let's try to take a little darker red here. Okay, that is what you can do as well. That is what I can do. Okay, then after taking the background color, you can take the color of your text. So the color of the text will be, let's say, this one, azure, the same one. Okay, that is what you can do. Then what you can do, you can save this one and you can check how it is looking. It looks like this, a little red. It looks like red here. Okay, but then I can do what I can do. I can increase its size a little bit, so it looks a little bigger button. So for that, you can add some padding here. You can add some padding. So the same padding I will try to add here as well as I did above. Just like I added some padding for this one input box, the same padding. Okay, the same kind of in the same way you will add the padding here as well. So for the button, let's not take 12 pixels in the height. Let's take it as 14 pixels. Button will be a little larger. So height and width will be, let's say, 20 pixels. If you try to save this one, now your button will look, see, a little like this. That is what you can do. That is what you can do as well. You can set the button as well. Okay. Then what we can do, we can add some other things as well. Let's say margin. So I will add some margin as well. So margin, let's say 8 pixels, and let's say 0 pixels. Okay, that is how I will add the margin. So this is how the margin will look like. Okay, so I have added some margin as well. Now after the margin, you can add some other things as well, such as let's say border. So I want to remove the border from my button, so I will write border none. Okay, that is what I will write. Save this one. Now your button will not have any border. See, your button does not have any border. I remove the border from here. Okay, then what I will do, if the cursor will come here, so I will make the cursor as pointer. Okay, so I will make the cursor as pointer if the this will happen. So let's save this one as well. Okay, so see like this. See, this is what I'm talking about. My it is a arrow. My cursor is a arrow, but as soon as I take this one to this button, see it becomes to a hand. My cursor becomes a hand. So that is what see these kind of events you can add as well. Okay, so cursor colon pointer. Okay, then what you can do, I will set the width as let's say 100%. So 100% of this entire 40% container. Okay, that is what I am trying to do here. Now if you save this one and see it looks a little bit like this. See, now it looks a little more better. So that is how you can style your application as well. Okay, that is what you can do. That is what you can do here as well. This is also possible. Okay, this is also possible. Then you can work on them. Then you can work on them. So this is possible here. Okay, so this is how you can add a very simple form here. Okay, now there are some other things that you can add as well. There are some other things you can add as well. For example, let's say some kind of button event. Let's say mouse hover. Okay, so what I will do, I will use the same button colon hover. So when I will hover over it, when my cursor will hover over it, then what I will do, I will increase the opacity. So opacity colon let's say 0.8. If you save this one, you will notice a little difference. See, this is the red color, but as soon as I may bring my cursor to this one, it will change a little bit. See, a little bit of color is changed. A little bit of the color of my button is changing a little bit color. See, that kind of event you can add here as well. Okay, so that is also possible. That is also possible. If you want to make it more believable, if you want to make it more believable, you can change the color from light color to black color. Okay, light color to dark color. Okay, those kind of things you can add here as well. So these are things what you can do here. That is how you can style your this front page here. Now in this front page you can add some more things as well, such as some kind of image. If you want to add some kind of image here, then that is something you can do as well. So I will load some images here and we will try to work on those images. Okay, so now I have some images which I am going to load into my project so I can use those images. Okay, you can download any images from the internet. See, I have these images. See, I have these images. These are the resources I will need to make my application look a little more better. Okay, these are nothing but some images. Let me show you here. These are nothing but some images. See like this. See, some images are available. One image for our home page, one image for our order page, shopkeeper page. These are different images. Cheese pizza, mozzarella pizza, cheese and corn pizza. These are some images I have downloaded from the internet. You can download images from the internet as well. Okay, and you can use these images in your project. Okay, so what you simply have to do, whenever you have downloaded all of your images, simply select your images that you want to use. Okay, and what you can do, let's small this one, and I'm going to use this public folder. So you can paste all of these files into this public folder and you can use them directly. Okay, so what I will do, I will select all of these files. Okay, and I will drag them into this Visual Studio Code, into this public folder. See, inside my public folder, I have saved all of my files. See, all of my files are available in my public folder. Okay, so I will now use all of these resources for developing my project. Okay, that is what I am going to do here. You can download some images from the internet as well, and you can use these images directly as well. Okay, so that is what you can do here. So what I will do, in my login.jsx, I am going to make a kind of a profile picture kind of a thing. Okay, so what I will do, inside my div container, see, my large container, inside my large container I will make one more div. Okay, so I will make one more div here for my image. So div tag, and let's say class name equals to, let's say, img container. So this is not a normal container, it is a image container. Okay, that kind of div tag I am making. Let's take this like this, form like this. Okay, like this. And Okay, like this. So this is my div tag. This is my div tag inside which I will try to show my image, and I will try to work on my image here. Okay, so what you can do in I have give the class name as img container, and here I will use the img tag. Here I will use img tag. So img, okay, and src source equals to some image. See, if your image is available in the public folder, if your image is available in the public folder, you can simply write forward slash, okay, and you can write the image name. So here on my home page, I want to show the chef image. Okay, so that is the image I want to show here. So I will write chef dot jpg. Okay, that is what I will try to do here. Okay, and I will give it a name. Let's say alt equals to avatar. So I will make it as an avatar. Okay, so that I can style this one as well. And if you want to give this a name, so I'll give it a class name equals to avatar as well. So avatar. Okay, so that is what you can do here. Now forward slash close. See, this will be my image I am trying to show here. If you try to show it directly, then it will look a little very bad. See, it has taken a lot of size in my page here, which looks a little bit bad here. But then what you can do, you can style this one. Now you can style this image container with the help of your style.css. So below the container, what I am going to do, I am going to take another class which is our image container. Okay, so here what I will try to do after container, here I will write .img container, .img container. Okay, so one image container I am taking, and curly braces, and inside the curly braces, first of all I will align this one. Let's say text align, let's say center, and you can set the margin as well so that it will look a little smaller. So let's say margin, you can set the margin as well. So margin I will set according to left with top down, left right. Okay, just like that. So 20 pixels, 0 0 pixels, okay, and 12 pixels and 0 pixels. Okay, that is what I am setting here. Okay, you can save this one. So that is how you have set the image container. Okay, now what you can do, you can set this particular avatar. So img dot avatar. So I will call my image. Oh, sorry, img dot avatar. Avatar is the class name. So I will style this particular avatar here. I will set the width as, let's say, 30%. 30%. That is what I will do. And then I will set, let's say, border radius. So I want to show my image as a form of a circle. I want to show my image as a form of a circle. That is why I am taking this parameter. See, border radius. Border radius means I want to show this as a kind of a circle, which is 50% of the width. Whatever width I have taken, 30%, the 50% of that width. Okay, that is how I am styling the image avatar here. Now if I try to save this one, see, it looks a little more better. This looks a little more better. That is what you can do here as well. Okay, that is what you can do. Then you can style these links as well. If you want to style these links, then you can style these links as well. So what I will do, inside my css, after this hover, you can style your links as well. So a curly braces, and here I will try to write, I will make them as display block level elements. So display, let's say, block. Okay, and then what I will do, I will set, let's say, text decoration as none. That means removing underline. See, this command means I want to remove the underline from my text. Okay, then you can set some kind of color as well. So I will set the same color. I want to set the same color here. Okay, so the same color I want to set here as well. Okay, so that is what you can do. Now if I save this one, see, they look a little more better. Okay, that is what you can do here. You can remove the br tag. Yeah, now I do not need the br tag because now they are block level elements. So I do not need the br tag, and see, it will look a little like this. Okay, so that is what you can do. I do not have an account, I am a shopkeeper. So that is what you can do. That is how you can style your very simple, very first page here, your home page. Okay, so that is what is possible here. This is how you can style your page here. Okay, now what we can do, we can style other things as well. We can style other things as well. So all you simply have to do is that you can copy this import and you will be able to style this one on other pages as well. So for example, after login.jsx, let's go to this one, admin login.jsx. So also in admin login.jsx, I will paste this one. Let's save admin login.jsx and create account.jsx. So in create account.jsx as well, I will paste this one as well. Okay, save this one as well. So I will be able to style these places as well. Okay, with the help of same code, I will be able to style these places as well. That is what you can do here as well. That is also possible. Okay, then if I go to I do not have an account, see, they will bring you to this page here. I do not have an account. Okay, but since I do not have a image container or something like that, that is why this is not styled, but you can style this one. You can style this one in the same manner as well. Okay, so what I will try to do now, I will try to style this create account. So the same I will do for this one as well. The same I will do for this one as well. First of all, in this create account page, now let's close the login.jsx page. Our login page is completed. Close the login page. Now we can style our create account page. So here, first of all, we can write some kind of good heading here. Let's not like this is a create account page, and at the place of this you can write something good. Maybe let's say something like join us, join us, join us and enjoy our pizza. That kind of heading I want to show on my this home page here. Okay, so that is what I can do. Now I can put this h1 tag into div tag as well. So the same commands I will try to take that I have available in my login.jsx. Okay, so the same thing you can do here as well. If you want common styling, if you want consistency, if you want consistency in your styling, make sure to take the correct elements here. Okay, so I will take this div tag and I will write it in my create account here like this. Okay, and I will close the div tag here. And if you save this one, then in the create account page, see, even on our create, the same styling is applied on our create account page as well. Join us and enjoy your pizza, something like that. Okay, so that is what you can do here as well. Okay, then you can style this below with the help of image container. So what I will do, I can take this container tag. I can take this container tag. If you have some image to show, then you can show the image as well. So let's work on this one as well. Okay, so I will paste this one here. After the div tag, I will paste this one here. So this is my div tag and I will close the div tag here. After the go to home page, I will close the div tag here. Okay, that is what you can do here. Now if you try to save this one, so the same will be shown here. See, the same one, but I do not want the same image. I do not want the chef image. For our create account page, I have this create account.png. See, this image is available for our create account. So at the place of chef.jpg, you can write create account dot not dot png, create account dot png. Okay, that is what you can write here as well. Now if you try to save this one, so this will be saved here, and now if you go to your application, see, this kind of thing will be shown here. Now see, this is also styled here. Here you can also write these headings, these labels. You can write these labels here as well, these labels. Okay, so these things you can write here as well. So here I will write choose a username. Okay, then I will write this one here for password. I want consistency in my styling. That is why I am doing like this, and choose a password. Here I will write your email ID. Please enter your email ID. So the user have to give their actual email ID, their Gmail or any kind of email ID. Then here they have to choose the password, and here I have to write the address. So here I will write enter address. Please enter address. Please enter delivery address. So the address at which they want the delivery, they can pass that address as well. Okay, so that is what you can do here, and you can save this one. Now if you go to this one again, see, this looks a little more better. See, now your application looks a little more better. So these kind of styling you can do in your application as well. Okay, so that is what is possible here as well. Okay, now from here you can click on this go to home page, so you can come to go to home page here. That is what you can do. Now from here, if you click on this one, I am a shopkeeper, so you will come to shopkeeper page. So now we have to style the shopkeeper page as well. Okay, so that is what you can do here. Okay, so now we can work on our shopkeeper page as well. So let's open this login.jsx. Now let's open this admin login.jsx. Okay, so in admin login.jsx, the same things you can do here. The same things you can do here. First of all, you can take one div tag for your header. Okay, and these image tag and these container here as well. Okay, so I will paste these lines here like this. Okay, that is what I will try to do here. Like this here, and this one like this, and this one form tag like this one. Okay, that is what I will try to do. Then I want to show the S3 information. Then after this S3, I will close the div tag. Okay, that is what I will try to do here. Now if you try to save this one, so the same admin page will be shown here, but I do not want this admin. I want to change the heading and I want to change this icon. So on my admin page here, I will show here, let's say something like, here I will write, let's say, welcome shopkeeper. Okay, welcome shopkeeper. So these things what you can write here, and then at the place of chef.jpg you can show this shopkeeper.png. See, this is also available. So I will show this shopkeeper.png. So I will show this image here, png. Okay, now if you try to save this one, so this will look a little bit like this. So this is our shopkeeper page. Okay, this is our shopkeeper page. Now inside this one you can give labels as well. You have to give labels here as well. So once again from login.jsx I can copy this label, and here I will write something like shopkeeper id, shopkeeper id. Okay, that is what I will try to write. Then for the password I will paste this password link after this one. Okay, that is what you can do here as well, and you can save this one as well. So this will be shown here. See, shopkeeper id and password. So from here the shopkeeper can log in as well. Those are some things that you can do here as well. Now what we can do, we can do some other things here as well. So for example, you can add some link here. So if the user wants to go to the home page, so you can add a link here, something like this. After this form you can add a link here. So ahref equals to / this is a link to go to home page. So go to home page. So if the user wants to go to home page from here as well, then that is something we can do as well. So let's save this one, and see, this is my link. Click on the link and you will come to our home page here. Okay, so these are some things that you can do here. That is what you can work on. Okay, so we have styled our home page, we have styled our create account page, and we are able to style our admin login page. These are the 3 pages we have styled up until now.